Hi Leo, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Hope you guys are really well. So today is your July 2016 month ahead reading. Now, I don't shuffle the cards on screen anymore because it was just taking up far too much time. What I prefer to do is shuffle just before I come on screen and then speak to you guys, okay? If you'd like a private reading with me, here we go, www.carolsuniverse.co.uk. If you'd like to connect with me on Facebook, there you are. It's going across the screen right now. So, let's have a look at your reading. We do the same 11 card spread, 2 cards to represent your general energies for the month, 1 card from the bottom of the deck that represents your advice card, and the 8 cards in the middle to represent energies, people, situations coming through. Okay, it's interesting because your advice card is that there are new and exciting things on the horizon. Ace of Wands for you, Leo. Okay, when you get an Ace of Wands, aces represent the seeds of things that are beginning to show and open up for you. And because it's wands, it can be work related, career. It can be things that are creative, things that you are trying to build, things that you are in development. It can represent growth. The Ace of Wands often represents a card of growth. I feel that this is a time for growth for you. And I'm seeing a lot of money cards around you in the month of July, but it's more to do with, I feel that you're going to get some assistance financially from somewhere or someone that's going to allow you to start on a new track, okay, in the month of July, Leo. But this is more whereby you'll need to kind of do the hard work as well, okay? So this isn't something whereby it's a massive money win. I don't feel it's a massive money win, but I feel that it's something that allows you to move forward and create more stability or stability for yourself. So with the Eight of Wands, I'm seeing something new, something exciting. It can be a new project, it can be a house move, it can be anything that allows you to start opening up your world, that little bit more. And it's a great card because it almost means, for me as the advice card, say yes, or yes finally, or yeah, this is going to happen. It's a real thumbs up card, this Ace of Wands is. It's a great card to have. So I'm seeing something really positive, an exciting new adventure, something really exciting, really, there's a lot of enthusiasm, I feel, in the month of July happening, because the Ace of Wands can often represent something that's quite enthusiastic opening up to you in that month. Your general energy cards for the month are Justice and Death. So this is something that will be completed, because your Justice card often represents conclusions to matters, okay? It's a card of fairness and balance, but when you get justice, what does the word justice mean? Well, justice means the results of something, okay? So that's really, for me, what justice card means. It can mean for good or bad, okay? Dependent on how you've played the game, dependent on what you've put out there is what you get in. Remember, the justice card is a card about, it's very much in reference to the law of compensation in the 11 laws of the universe, whereby what we have put out there is what we innately get back. So if you put out negative vibes, that's what you're going to get back. If you put out positive vibes, that's what you'll get back. If you are deserving of justice and you have been pure and honest and good, then hopefully that's what you should get back. So justice shows a reward that comes to you, the completion of a situation in the month of July, and it leads to death, which this completion allows these are 2 major arcana cards, so these are big energies, massive energies in fact, for your month in July, okay, Leo, okay? It suggests to me that what's happening here is not everyday stuff. This might be something that you have been waiting for a very long time, and because they're huge energies, they have the capacity to change your life in a huge way. And that's why I feel that this Ace of Wands is saying this is an exciting time. The seeds, the buds of excitement and change are really starting to open up to you, Leo, because death suggests transformation, the ending of one cycle and moving into another one. It always does. So yeah, justice seems to be the completion, okay, of a situation. So it's the reward that you get And then death leads on from justice, which says that after you receive this reward, this completion, the summing up of a matter, which is what justice is, you're able to enter a new door, a new cycle in your life. It's almost like something had to complete itself in order for you to move forward. This is what it's saying, but there are two major energies that are showing up here for you guys, which says that this isn't something that's small. This is something potentially that's quite big, because they're majors. So majors are often indicative of huge, life-changing energies, but they don't have to be life-changing in a massive way. It just has to be life-changing in a way that really affects you in a big way and changes either your outlook or the way that you do things or your location or a certain situation that's been going on in your, and it's for the better. It's good. This is a very good reading, Leo. Excellent reading. Your first two cards show us the Emperor and Judgment. Now the Emperor is often a card about, it can be about an older guy. It's often somebody who's quite authoritarian. But it's a number 4 card, and number 4 cards represent solid foundations. So for good or bad, it's something really that can't be moved. It's stuck, it's fixed, okay? And the Emperor also represents to be a leader. It's representative of the astrological sign of Aries. And it represents to be a leader. But it also, with this Emperor card, what this suggests to me is something or someone who is very set in their ways. So when I look at the Emperor, this can represent an organisation, for example, a college, a corporate environment, something that has been stuck for quite a while, stagnant energy, because the Emperor can also be a card about something that is immovable and that is difficult. Even though it is strong, it is something that is a foundation that has been built, and it's quite strong, and it is immovable. It's stuck there. It's right there. It can't be moved. It can't be changed as such. The Emperor is a change card in a way, because it represents that you continue to build on what you already have. But also with the Emperor card, it represents to me authority. And sometimes along with authority, there can be restrictions. So sometimes this is why the Emperor can be seen as as a blockage card, because it can represent a restriction, especially when it comes to things like law and order. This is the card of creating order, or an order that has been created. So I feel here for some of you guys, you may have been involved in something that had been stagnant maybe for some time. An order that may have presented you with various blockages, but there is release coming with this, because we have the Judgment card showing up next door to it. And the difference between those two energies is one is a stuck energy and one moves. All right. So when I get the Emperor in a reading, if I'm doing a personal reading, sometimes for me this means that the power lies with someone. So it is, the ball is in their court, and often with an Emperor it means the ball is in somebody else's court. The decisions lie with them. They have the ability and the power, because it's a powerful card. If I do a reading for someone and this card should show up maybe in the immediate future, it will, for me, sometimes represent, well, if they're asking about someone else, well, the power lies with them. It doesn't lie with you. Not unless you are Aries, or maybe rising sign of Aries, or even moon sign. It doesn't necessarily lend to that you will be the one in control. And I don't feel that you're the one in control, Leo, with that Emperor card. I feel it's somebody else's control over you that may have been causing some form of restrictions. But Judgment says that you are released from that, because Judgment is the card, you get cards in the tarot that represent moving. Okay, so whatever question you're asking about progress, there are certain cards that mean progress. And there are certain cards that mean you don't have the power to make that type of progress, or to make that move, or to make that decision, which I feel sometimes the Emperor does actually stand for. But Judgment to me says the ability is now in your hands for a certain type of rebirth, a certain type of progress, because it's a moving card. This is an active card. It means a time of stagnation and a time of quiet, a time of inactivity has now come to an end, whereby things are starting up again. So if you guys in July are waiting for a decision, which is why we have justice, it says justice means the decision comes in, and therefore it allows you to tread a new track. It's the same thing with the Emperor. The Emperor is the stagnant card here. It means that you're waiting for something sometimes. Sometimes the Fours are about waiting, or that the power is not with you, or that the power is with someone else, or that there's a restriction on something, or there's a blockage. But the Judgment card is the movement card, like death. This card moves. It means a time of something that may have been moving quite slowly is now over and done with, and you're able to kind of get up again and make things happen. At its base roots for me with this card, I feel that you guys are going to receive some financial either compensation or a gift or assistance, because we've got the Six of Pentacles here. Now, with the tarot, it's important that you're able to look at these cards in different ways and from different angles, because they don't always mean the same thing. They don't. Honestly, it's as simple as that. Sometimes the Six of Pentacles can mean a player. It can mean somebody who gives to one female or one man, and then they'll ignore somebody else. And then another time they'll give to somebody else. This card can mean somebody knows that the power lies with them to pay attention to whoever they want to. Sometimes it means that somebody's ability to share themselves around different people is quite stretched quite far. It has far-reaching implications, this Six of Pentacles, as all of the cards do. But in this reading here, I feel that this is some sort of compensation that comes to you through that Six of Pentacles. Because this Six of Pentacles means to receive a gift. It can mean to give something, but it depends who you are on the card. You can either be the giver, and this is the man here, or you can be the receiver, and this is the beggar. Not that I'm calling you a beggar, but I'm saying you can be the man, or you can be the person that's receiving it. And this in itself is a card about justice, because it's holding the scales of justice, which means that this man has the power to tip those scales whichever way that he wants to. The fact that he holds the justice card and it's steady, the scales are not tipped up like this, they're on a balance, says that he feels it's right to give this person here what that he feels is due to them. So I feel it's about getting your dues in the month of July, Leo. I feel that you are paid attention to, or something that you have wanted for a long time is suddenly the light is shone on that situation, and finally you get your rewards, because we do see this in justice, receiving rewards, which leads to big changes with the Death card showing up. And this is why we've got the advice card of the Ace of Wands. To me, this is something that's very exciting opening up for you. Something new that's coming in. We also have the Fool showing after that Six of Pentacles. I feel that you're going to receive, as I've said, compensation or some form of monetary, some sort of monetary gift. And it's going to allow you to move forward, to step into your bliss. Now, you have a lot of major arcanas here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 6 major arcanas out of 11 cards, which suggests to me it's a pretty big month for something happening for you Leos, okay, in July. Pretty big, it looks like to me. Because the Fool card is a card about new beginnings, but more than anything, you can't just, as I always say about the cards, you can't just read them as what the general meanings are, because it wouldn't make any sense. It just wouldn't, especially if you've got reversals, and I can see one reversal here. Okay, and it's a major arcana that shows as a reversal, and the reversal of this particular card that shows is meant to mean something not quite so good. But you can't read tarot like that, because it would be wrong to read it like that. You have to read it in terms of the mundane rather than a major energy. So I feel that the majors can be read as everyday things or smaller things, even though they mean big changes or big things or things that might be out of your control. This to me in the reverse means, well, I'm going to tell you what the card is in a minute, but it means that this isn't going to be something that will be 100% life-changing, because this is what this card can mean. As in, winning the lottery and being able to buy a 5-mansion, 6-mansion house, It's not that type of reading. But I do feel that this compensation that you receive, or money or gift, or some assistance that you receive, is able to give you some freedom. Because I'm reading this in terms of reality, okay, Leo, in terms of reality and not kind of telling you the woo-woo side of the tarot, or, you know, it's going to be amazing and you're going to win the lottery and you're going to... I don't do that. I'm not going to do that on this reading. Because we've got Six of Pentacles, it means money and gift, but it doesn't mean big, big money. It can do, I suppose, if you're, you know, if you're waiting for £100,000 payout from a, I don't know, a lawsuit or something like that. But in the grand scheme of things, I feel that there's a payout here. Now, it might not come to you all at once, I don't feel. I don't feel it will be something that... I don't feel that it will be something that comes... I feel that you'll get news. We don't have news card, but the Judgment card can mean news. Because the Judgment card can mean to receive news. This trumpet that sounds to these people, while they've been dead for quite a while, in everyday language, what that really means is that there is something that you haven't heard of or heard from quite a while. There was something that just kind of drifted for a long, long time, and suddenly one day, ring, ring, hiya. Oh, is this Mr. Drake? Hi, Mr. Drake. Yeah, you know that money that was owed to you? Well, it's come through. Okay, it might take 28 days to come to you, but you've got the money. The money's there for you. It's that type of thing, okay, that I feel will happen for you. I feel that you'll be feeling as light as a feather when you receive this news. Because if I put Judgment, it's news. Wake up call, news. Six of Pentacles, payout, compensation, gift. So you receive news of something that is coming to you, and this is why I feel that you have justice. A reward that comes to you, a big decision's being made that allows for either that you're shutting the door on something or you're entering a new cycle into something with the Death card. And the fact that this is an ace that shows up in the advice card, the ace are seeds, okay? They are seeds. So it doesn't mean that, woo, all of a sudden, woo, everything's there. It's not like that with an ace. The ace is something that opens up. It's the bud that's beginning to sprout. That's what the ace is. And this is the bud, the sprouting of excitement with this card. So I feel that there's a general air of excitement around you with this, okay? And it does let you feel a sense of freedom with the Fool card. Light as a feather. Finally, this thing is coming through, and I'm feeling really, really good about it. Wow, I might book a trip to Jamaica, or I might go to Disney World. I might even visit Europe. Yeah. Ooh, that type of thing, okay? The only thing is, I feel that the timing of this happening is not going to be in July, potentially, because we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Now, when you get the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it means it's not time, okay? People will say this is bad timing when it's in the reverse, or it's bad luck. But when I'm reading the cards together, because all of the other cards are so positively aspected, I cannot read this as a bad reversal. The only thing I can think with this card, guys, is that it's to do with timing, and that the time is not happening just yet. Because even though something is being released to you in July, I feel that it's not ready to be completely released as yet, which is why we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And we also have that Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles can mean slow-moving energy. So the Knights, remember, are the instigators, they are the action takers, they are the thing that lets us know that change is coming or something is leaving. So remember, Knight of Wands is moving in a certain direction. Knight of Swords can mean something suddenly happens. Knight of Cups can mean a declaration of love is made to you. And the Knight of Pentacles can represent that something moves quite slowly. So I do feel, because of this Knight of Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, what it's saying is that all of these energies are excellent for the month of July, Leo, okay? But it's in the pipeline. It's getting to you. It is coming to you, okay? And that's why with the Knight of Pentacles, it says that with the Wheel of Fortune, this is something that is not going to be released all at once, or not just yet, because it's slowly coming to you with that Knight of Pentacles energy. Which means that you have time to work through plans. Knight of Pentacles can also mean that you are making plans, financial plans, but also so can the Queen of Pentacles. She is your classic planner, okay? She is the woman who has her finances there, and she will sort through them. She's very, very detailed. Okay, she's methodical. She works hard for what she has, but she also looks at the value of what she has with that pentacle, and she decides how she's going to work with it. So she's the type of woman that would say, okay, let me write down a list of everything that I'm paying out. Right, what am I paying out here? Okay. This is why she's a good financial advisor, because she looks at things on paper. And she makes lists, and she writes things down, and she plans, and she makes plans for the future in terms of finances. You know, she calculates how much she's got within the home, within her job. She's the classic multitasker. She's like the Queen of Wands, but she's more about instead of kind of doing everything at once, she does things in chunks, in bits. So she'll tackle one thing, and then she'll tackle the other, and then she'll tackle the other. She's very much into making sure that things are done right. And that's what I'm seeing you guys, making plans around what you're doing with these finances. So it might be that you get a little bit of the money here and there in July. It might be that you don't get any of it in July, and you get it in August, for example. Because the Knight of Pentacles represents the time of Taurus, I think it is. Well, no, sorry, it's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Now we're already past Taurus, and we're already past Capricorn. So we need to go into the time of Virgo with this. So that can be any time between August and September, potentially. So maybe this thing is coming to you in August or September. But the news has already been released to you in July. And it gives you time to look at your security, to look at what you have, to make dedicated plans. It's coming to you no matter what. It might be in drips and drabs. But this thing is going to give you a lot of stability and security with that Four of Pentacles. Okay? It's going to allow you to build on what you already have, or to build something anew. But you have the sheer volume of Pentacle cards and Major Arcanas I can't ignore within this reading. We've got 4 Pentacle cards, 4 really good Pentacle cards showing up here. And we've got 5 Major Arcanas. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Major Arcana cards here. So this tells me that this is to do with money and news about money that's coming to you. Okay? And it's going to allow you to make some very significant changes in your life. Alright? Now I'm not saying that it might be that you win the lottery. It might be that you're just waiting on money. But I feel that there's a definite weight here with this. Okay? But it's coming. The money is coming. It's got to be money. Because it's all money around here. All of it. 4 cards. 4 money cards. 6 Major Arcanas. Out of 11 card reading, we have 6 Major Arcanas and 4 money cards. That tells me that this is changes to do with cash. And they're good changes coming in, Leo. Excellent, excellent, excellent reading. And your advice card is to get excited. Because it's the Ace of Wands. There's something new that's coming to you. And it's very exciting. There's plenty of enthusiasm with this. So get excited, because I feel it's going to be really good in July. It may not all come at once, the money, but it will come. There's news of it coming to you. Absolutely brilliant reading. So we're just going to do a quick angel reading. I don't know whether I told you. Use the Angel Answers card for your... this is by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, and they are amazing, because these tell the truth, seriously. You ask it a question, it will give you the truth. I'm going to see what the angels are saying about this. Universe, Spirit, show me. Angels, please, guide me with this reading. What is the advice that you have for Leo? What is the advice that you have for Leo for the month of July? What is the advice that you have for Leo in the month of July? What is the advice that you have for Leo, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in the month of July 2016? Show me. Right, within the next few months. That's what's come up. Within the next few months. And I estimated around August, September time that everything will be completely done. But we'll see what this says within the next few months. In the next few months, what you are asking about will occur. Divine timing means that other people's free will choices are also involved. So keep the faith while all of the pieces of this puzzle come together and the situation resolves itself beautifully. So whatever is happening here will all be done and dusted within the next few months. But I believe in July, this is where you receive your news. Okay? And it's got to be, just have a really strong feeling it's got to be money related, because it's all money cards and major arcanas for you this month. The only card that's different is the Ace of Wands, and that's in your advice. Okay? This can be a card of exciting new beginnings as well that are opening up to you, but they're not quite there yet, but it's opening, it's starting. Absolutely wonderful reading, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will be back with your life spread reading very soon. Take care.